Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Vanessa Buyayi, and for the oldies, thank you for always tuning back. And guys, if you've not subscribed, I'm asking, I'm requesting, kindly do click on the subscription button down there. It's in black. It's a button shaded in black, and then has been written subscribe. Kindly just click there. And yeah, be part of this family so that the next time I upload a video, you are informed about it or you're notified about it. So guys, last week, 8th March 2023, it was International Women's Day, or in initials we call it IWD. And yeah, the theme of International Women's Day 2023 was Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. And yeah, I know somebody might be like, bro, why did you not post last week? Okay, things happened. I lost the video that I was supposed to upload. My phone, I misplaced my phone, so yeah, I had to redo the video because I was just like, okay, you just have to do it again because you have to, you have to. And anyway, okay, so let's just bounce straight to what we have to talk about today. And yeah, first things first, I really loved the theme of IWD 2023 because of it really relates with what is happening in our society. It really relates with what is happening, because everything is going towards being technological. Everything is going towards us using the gadgets, and by them putting that theme there, I know it's making people to brainstorm, people to think then what things can we put on the table so that we can promote this issue, so that our ladies cannot be left behind, and so that information can also circulate in our social media platforms. With the rise of technology, it means that by probably 2030, by probably 2030, everybody should at least have an access to a gadget, even if you will not have maybe all the gadgets, maybe the laptop, the smartphone, and any other gadget that you really need so that you can access your social media platforms and any other platform. At least by then you should just be able to have to own that gadget where you are also able to access the online platforms. And with this information coming about, and especially in the third world country, where I believe the arid, semi-arid areas and the rural areas, most people do not have access to the smartphone gadgets, or to gadgets where they can access social media platforms. I think our government should really look into this issue and push for it, because if it's not done now, then the next 5 years, the next 15 years or 10 years, as a country will be very disadvantaged, because everything is moving digitally, and you find that these are skills that each and every person in a country by then will need to have, because for you to be employed, you need to also have the computer skills like at hand. So yeah, I think this information has just come, even though not that late, but even though late, it has come at the right time, and we really need to juggle into, we really need to think and expound our thoughts. We need to think outside the box about this issue and how we can expound this issue. Another thing, okay, between the second point, that is, when we compare the men and the women in our society, we find that women somehow are seen to be the vulnerable gender. And when it comes to jobs to do with STEM, where we find that these jobs to do with STEM mostly are associated with maybe computer skills, what. The women who tend to go to the jobs that are STEM related tend to be stigmatized. They tend to be stigmatized. And I think it's just that time we really need to come out as ladies and speak about this issue, and let's view it in a positive way that our world needs solutions. And if a man can do it, we can join hands and do it together with women. It's not that women want to overpower you from these spaces. Women just want to team up with you guys. And the women who are venturing in these spaces, it doesn't mean that they are rowdy or anything of sort, or they're trying to weaken the man. No, they're just trying to bring a solution that the man also wants to bring in our society. And as a society, as a country, if you are a woman in STEM, I think you should take up the mantle to be a role model, to become a mentor to the young girls who are growing up, and try to encourage them that it's okay for them to join the STEM related careers if they want to, and it's not bad. The teachers in schools, instead of trying to bring that bias of girls are good in languages, boys should be good in sciences, I think we need to break this stigma or this notion, or I don't know, this stereotype from the grassroots, where I believe it's schools and families, so that our girls can feel comfortable to venture into any career that they want to venture in. Another thing, women being seen vulnerable, we have the issues to do with GBV, that is gender-based violence, and the past years it only used to be physical, but now with the rise of social media interactions, it's finding its way to the social media platforms. So I would really urge us, let us learn to be active bystanders to our sisters. If you see somebody maybe undergoing this issue, let us be active bystanders and point out the perpetrator. Aside from that, I think the government should use this opportunity to just create a platform where they will educate ladies of what is gender-based violence. In case you are violated, where can you report these issues, etc. etc. We can also create safe spaces and maybe put them anonymously, where somebody can come and give out their story and get somebody to encourage them, because if we're going digital, I think these are the spaces that really need to exist, because if somebody is violated, definitely their mental health will be affected, because it has to do, their emotions will start being affected, and that might affect their mental health. And if the mental health is affected, I believe, and I always say this, human beings are made up of, they have like, they fall under the equilateral triangle. And when they fall under this equilateral triangle, to mean that if the mental health is affected, their spiritual health will be affected, so will their physical health. So in order to prevent this, because if this happens to somebody, their productivity levels is affected, I think the government, because you're the one benefiting from each and every individual in our society, their productivity is of benefit to you, their wellness is of benefit to you. I think you really need to work into creating platforms where these ladies can find safe spaces to talk about these issues, where these ladies can find a place to report these issues when they happen. Because was it last month or last year, I don't really remember very well, but in one of the social media platforms, it was so rampant, the nude videos of some of the ladies in this country being aired out there without their consent, and I've not seen anybody talking about that issue, not the government, not the social media, or not the media, because the media can use that as a platform to be able to educate our society on, in case this thing happens to you, this is where you can report this. In case this happens, instead of that happening, the only thing we have seen roaming around is people continuing to share the information of, wow, have you seen the video of so and so? Have you seen the video of so and so? And which is bad, because that is violence. You're violating that person, and we don't know how the mental health of that person was affected, because somebody might pretend they are strong, but they have wounds that are hidden. You know, when somebody is harmed internally, their emotions are hurt, you cannot see, you know, and they can lie there okay, and in which they're not okay. So yeah, guys, like literally that's all that I can say. That is my take on this issue. Aside from that, I cannot say that the government is not doing anything. The government is really doing a lot. Last year, I was somewhere, and somebody was talking about. I really don't. I really don't remember that that organization, but it's funded by our Kenyan government, and the organization is always educates or trains young people or anybody who is interested on issues to do with digital content, how to, and with computer skills content, and they do it for free, and you're given a certificate. I don't know if it's they're called Algeri. I really don't remember the name, but I think if you search for that issue, if you search for that thing, not issue, if you search for that thing, I think you can find it. They are situated in Nairobi. That's what I can remember. I don't know if they have diversed to other parts of the country, and that is a clap for our government, because it's trying to push, or it's trying to better our society. Aside from that, I think there is a summit that is sponsored by East Africa. Yeah, I think there. Let me not say that I am 100% sure, but yeah, the event I was at, where I had somebody talking about that issue of them training or educating people on computer skills, is the same. I think they were talking about issues to do with the digital, and how to move digital, and how the youth can benefit from the digital spaces, and where they can get those information. And it was an East African event, and people from different countries were communicating about that thing. So yeah, guys, so sometimes let us just not be comfortable in our own skin. Try to push, because like for example, this theme, I just had a lot of people were like, oh, happy International Women's Day, happy IWD, happy IWD, but nobody was talking about what is the theme of 2023. You know, this is something that we as ladies, even though we are celebrating maybe our day, we really need to know, okay, then what is the theme? Okay, what is UN doing about this issue? Because we have UN Women. What are other organizations dealing with women doing about this issue? Then what can I, as a lady, bring on the table? Or what can I, as a man, bring on the table, so that I can help the ladies who surround me in my community? Yeah, guys, that is all that I can say. I didn't have much to say, and that is just me giving you guys a story, or me just sharing with you guys my views or my takeaways from IWD and the theme of IWD. And yeah, till next time, guys. Bye bye.